Race warm-ups now closing. The last lengths, please, and then make your way out. Thank you.
Is the test start? Take your marks.
So before we get ready for racing, just a little briefing about the finals this evening and withdrawing. So any swimmer who does not intend to swim in a final this evening, you must withdraw. If you're not swimming in a final, please do withdraw. Also, if you're a reserve and you're not intending to stay, you must withdraw. Now, reserves do not need to stay once we have finalised the list of swimmers who are actually competing. So reserves only need to stay to the beginning of warm-up for the final session, at which point we will announce who is actually in and out and release the reserves to go. It is vital. Last night we had many empty lanes, which is heartbreaking at regional championships, particularly the southeast, which is the largest region and has the busiest championships. Heartbreaking to see empty lanes at a regional final. So please do withdraw. Coaches and team managers, if your swimmers do not withdraw, the club receives a fine. And we don't want that either. Thank you very much.
Right, before we go, welcome back. First, a safety for you ahead of our 5th session of the weekend. Swimmers, you're reminded that the depth of the water throughout the pool is 2 metres. Starting block 75 centimetres above water level. If there's a false start, continue with a shallow racing dive. If you're starting in the water, lower yourself over the side, don't jump or dive. The signal you'll hear if it becomes necessary to evacuate the building will be a siren. To evacuate, use the marked emergency exits and follow the guidance of venue staff. Do not return to the changing rooms to collect any clothes or belongings. Session number 5, just moments away. Our last session of heats for the weekend before the finals later on, late this afternoon and into the evening. There is one timed final race in this session. It'll be the last one, the 400 IM. Other than that, every race is qualifying for finals, A and B. Okay, first event of the session, the women's 200-metre freestyle, 7 heats. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
Heat 1, Zanti Sumington for Basingstoke Bluefins is in lane number 2. Lily Waymond for Maxwell, Resuckle for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Poppy Lawrence for Leatherhead, Maria Brightigan for City of Milton Keynes, and Caitlin Young representing Crawley. Around about 2 minutes and 10 would be a cracking time for all of those in the pool. And they've gone through the halfway split at just over a minute, which is right on course. Poppy Lawrence, 1:33, 2-second advantage into the final 50 metres. And a reminder from the off today, I'll mention this a few times, in the finals there are junior medals as well as overall open medals. So there's potentially 6 medals up for grabs in every set of finals, okay? Quite a few junior medals not collected quickly enough yesterday and today. Poppy Lawrence, 2:05, that's a cracker. That's 7 seconds quicker than entry. Great way to start the session for Poppy, well done. Sub 2:10 for Reese Huckle as well. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat 2. Skater Volleman Tate for Brighton and Hove. Summer Martin, Wickham District. Madison Notley, Medway Maritime. Charlotte Hayden for Wickham District. Tyler J. Thomas for Medway Maritime. A pair for Woking, Darcy Arnold and Nellie McLeod, teammates in 6 and 7. And Tunbridge Wells, Bella Jones is in 8. So we've kicked things off pretty sharply with a 2:05. That a 2:05. I mean, there's heat times in heats 6 and 7 which aren't as quick as 2:05. So that is a surprise, really. But all credit to Poppy Lawrence. Well, this is being led from the sides to some extent, other than in 6, Darcy Arnold, who will turn for the final 50 first. Then we go to Bella Jones and Saskia Vallemin-Tate, Skater Vallemin-Tate. Into 5, Tyler J. Thomas. And Darcy Arnold hold on in 6. Yes, she will. 2:07.76. The first 4 times comfortably under 2:10, which will be the best time of the year for all 4 of those swimmers. Potentially PBs as well. Heat number 3.
Take your marks.
In the pool, Alicia Bethel for Wickham, Freya Berry, Basingstoke, Rose Lewin, Wickham, Phoebe Brostow, University of Surrey, Olivia Norley for Maidstone, Isabel Keane for Maxwell, Danica Forster for Wickham, and Jessica Butler for Guildford. Once again, we get to halfway in just over a minute. So we are odds on for the 2:05 range. Although, again, no heat times or entry times under 2:10. However, we've already seen half a dozen. Hundredths between Olivia Norley, Isabella Keane and Danica Forster. They will not set a new fastest time, but they will go sub 2:10. Definitely 2, maybe 3. Just going to miss out on the sub 2. So we do get Danica Forster, 2:07.59, and Olivia Norley, 2:08. So we hang on. Fastest time from heat 1. Heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Sovereign in the pool. Reza Westerdoin, Amelia Stevenson, Hattie Lever. We jump over to lane 5. Yalindi Rupa Singh, Tegan Matthews, Elizabeth Dudman, and Amelie Bissett. Slightly slower on the 100-metre split times from heat 3. They were 101s, we're now at 102s. Hattie Lever, the Whitney and District athlete, 2:08.5 seconds to qualify for heat 4. Will she top the pile entirely? Remember, there are 16 spots up for grabs in the finals. We have an A final and a B final. 16 fastest times, regardless of age, will make their way into those races. 2:07.27, quick enough for a win for Hattie Lever, and a little bit quicker than our season's best as well. Well done. This is heat 5.
Take your marks.
From the near side, lane 1, Delphine Riley, University of Surrey, Lily Della, Tunbridge Wells, Alice Young, Guildford City, Jessica Hum, Rushmore Royals, Alicia Massey, University of Surrey, Heidi Corbett, Guildford City, Hannah Day, Chichester Cormorant, and Maisie Brown in 8 for Rushmore Royals. Alice Young by 1/10 of a second at halfway. And 3 girls for the first time go sub 60 seconds through 100 metres. We are on for a new fastest time. For the first time since heat 1, can you believe it? 2:05.71 by Poppy Lawrence, still at the top. It might not last for another 50 metres though. 1:30s for Alicia Massey, 31s for Hum and Young. Alicia Massey finishing incredibly strongly. Going to pull out a body length advantage in the last 50 metres. 2:01.43, new fastest time. In fact, the first 3 finishers all go quicker. 2:02 Hum, 2:04 Young. We knew it was coming, took a little bit longer than expected. Heat number 6.
Take your marks.
In the pool from lane 1, Jemima Saul, Portsmouth Northsea, Ellie Fries for Guildford City, Darcy Smith for Portsmouth Northsea. Then 4 swimmers, all representing Tunbridge Wells. Emily Smith, Hammer Murphy, Lilia Fornasia and Madeline Hind. And then in 8, Guildford City's Isla Ince. (2:01.43) to beat. Emily Smith, a 15-year-old. She has probably got her eyes set on sub 2 minutes, I'd imagine. Although, all of the split times slower than heat number 5, where we had 3 go sub 60 seconds. So maybe it won't be new fastest. Will they still get spots in the A final though? It will need to be a quick last 50. Emily Smith to, well, 1.5 seconds clear of second. Anything under 2:03 or 2:04 should get you in the A final. So Emily Smith is going to be safe. 2:02.06, nicely done. 2:04s, 2:05s, question marks there about which final they might be in. 1 heat to come. Could be safe, but we'll find out shortly. We'll find out soon and let you know. Heat number 7.
Take your marks.
In Heat 7, Sky Austin Burrows, Rushmore Royals. Nancy Knight, Guildford City. Maisie Dickinson for Wickham District. Annabelle Compton, Wickham District. Amy Hempenstall, Guildford City. Megan Thorpe, Winchester City Penguins. Lucia Lopez for Milton Keynes. And Rania Kaluki for Guildford City. (2:01.43) currently occupies lane 4 in the A final. (59.25 through 100). That's the fastest 100-metre split so far. Maisie Dickinson just 100th of a second outside sub 60. Bodes well for a new fastest time. With every single event today, we will bring you, as soon as we can, those who have qualified in the A and the B final, as well as the reserves. Finals from 5:35 p.m. this afternoon. Annabelle Compton, 16-year-old for Wickham. 2 minutes, 0.3 entry. It won't be that quick, but it should be comfortably enough to get her into that A final. Yes, it absolutely will. She'll be joined by Hempenstall and Dickinson. The rest, TBC, getting close to the cutoff at 2:04.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the side, please. Clear the pool.
Next event, the men's 50 breaststroke, 9 heats. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
In heat 1, Max Waller, Danny Birch, Darren McSporran, Kian McSporran and Karen Mamakie, joined by Aubrey Armada Bennett in Southern. Karen Mamakie and Aubrey Armada Bennett are going to lead this home from the far side. It might actually be in order from the far side. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. From lane 7 backwards, that's your order. 30-24, Armada Bennett. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
In heat 2, Charles Ventress, Harry Robinson, Sam Bandy, Noah Dobson, Harry Pointer, Ethan Binding, Rudy Clement and Storm Naylor. In lane 2, Harry Robinson, yes, 31-48, well done Harry. Sub 32 also for Sam Bandy. This is heat number 3. In 3, Wolfgang Tosh, George Goodwin, Cale Tennant, Ian Varia, Harry Underwood, Alex Young, Adam Marif and Oscar Farthing. .31.5 would be a cracker. Anything quicker, exceptionally good. Looking at 4, Ariane Varia, 31.34, there we go. Bang on. Good work in heat number 3. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Alex Yausman, Alexander Tullett, Daniel Kudlabowski, Chung Xing Yen, Charlie Stevenson, Malachi Woods, Yan Han Tan and Faris Sharif. .31.2, fastest time so far, happening on the far side. Faris Sharif, yes, 31.37 by 200ths of a second, and only 600ths between your top 3. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Chris Emberlin, Chael Cowells, William Davidson, Max Higgins, Anthony Latchford, Alan Venables, Joshua Yip and Michael Royston Hayes. Can we go sub 31 here? It's a push, but they are getting there, nearly 31.06 for Davidson of University of Surrey. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Rowan Fuss, Ralph Allen, Luke Buckingham, Gregor Hutchison, Richard Jenkins, Bryce Donnelly, Alexander Davis and Lucas Cheshire. Bryce Donnelly, one of the youngest left in the competition at 15. Outside lanes, yes, 29.8, there we go. Finally broken through the 30-second barrier with Rowan Fuss. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Joshua Crombie, Ben Cooper, Dan Oakley, Kenji McDade, Elijah Kendrick, Freddie Dutoft, Jacob Hudson and Hawken Hall. Dan Oakley, gone out quick, Winchester City Penguin. Well, 29.30. We've taken a massive chunk off the fastest time. Crikey. Heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Archie McNeil, Oliver Smith, Aaron Bissett, Max Morgan, Demi Ali, Andrew Hooper, Joseph O'Neill and James Murphy. Max Morgan absolutely flying. It's a 27.42 and a 27.44, 200th outside his best. On form, Max Morgan. Also sub 30 seconds for Aaron Bissett and James Murphy and Andrew Hooper. This is heat number 9.
Take your marks.
And finally, Max Friedman, Ben Tritton, Dan Beadle, Pravin Mahendrakumar, Leon Taylor, Alex Beard, Matt Burrows and Harrison Wright. Pravin Mahendrakumar is odds-on favourite for this one, 27.31 coming in, 10th of a second quicker than Max Morgan. Will be a great final. 28.30 can go a lot quicker than that, but he'll be in the centre lanes later on in the A final alongside Max Morgan. Cracking times too for Leon Taylor and Dan Beadle.
Clear the ball by the sides, please. Out by the steps. Thank you.
Okay, so just before we start the next event, I've got the results from our first event this afternoon, the women's 200 metres freestyle. So these are our finalists for the A final. We've got Alicia Massey, Amelie Smith, Annabelle Compton, Jessica Hum, Amy Hempenstall, Maisie Dickinson, Hannah Murphy and Alice Young. In the B final, we have Heidi Corbett, Poppy Lawrence, Ellie Freeze, Sky Austin Burrows, Darcy Smith, Lucia Lopez, Renaya Kaluki and Megan Thorpe. For our 4 reserves, we've got Hannah Day, Delphine Riley, Hattie Lever and Lily Della. So just a reminder, all finalists and reserve swimmers are required to attend for the finals. Anybody wishing to withdraw, please do so before this evening's final warm-up at 5 o'clock. Thank you.
Next event, the women's 100 metre breaststroke, 7 heats. This is heat 1.
Take your marks.
All ages in the pool, wow, from 12 to 18. Got Iona Winifred for Tonbridge in 1, and Blackline's Jessica Goodwin, Ashford's Louisa Pollard, Brighton's Lilia Taylor, Thames Bonnie White, City of Oxford's Millicent Bryan, Whitney and District's Lucy Zhang, and Tunbridge Wells, Fern Snedden. One minute 18 was the quickest entry. This will be faster, a 1:17.48. Well done, Louisa Pollard, 16-year-old swimming for Ashford School. Lilia Taylor in 4 for Brighton and Hove. Second, 1:18.45. That is 100th of a second over her entry. 1:29 for Iona Winifrith. Just outside her entry. And Fern Snedden, the Tunbridge Wells swimmer, a 1:48.5 on the entry and a 1:54 finish. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat number 2, Eleni Ionu, Laia Orosh, Megan Smith, Charlotte Noyce, Jessica Evans, Chloe Desidorio, Leah Watson and Clara White. .117s and 1:18s across the board. Is it going to be lane 1? Elena Ionu. It is 1:17.38. Well done, Eleni. Also sub 1:18 for Jess Evans in 5 and Sevenoaks. Heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Okay, we've got the results now of event 2, the men's 50 metres breaststroke for the finals. We've got the A finalists is Max Morgan, Pravin Mokaduba, Leon Taylor, Aaron Bissett, Kenji McDade, James Murphy, Andrew Hooper, Rowan Fuss. In the B final, we've got Daniel Beadle, Alexander Davis, Frederick Jutoff, Demi Ali, Ralph Allen, Aubrey Amada Bennett, Matt Burrows and Jacob Hudson. Our 4 reserves are Alec Beard, Max Fredman, Benjamin Triton and Kareem Amaki.
Taking part in heat number 3, Zoe Tollett, Felicity Wiles, Lucy Wheeler, Emily Brind, Florence Llewellyn, Maria Brightingham, India Washer and Isabella Sherman. Looking good in Southern for India Washer. Yeah, 1:15.16, cracking time there. 2 seconds off her entry in 100 metres. Good work, India. This is heat 4.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Beth Leafort, Ola Evans, Grace Pointer, Olive Muir, Larry Williams, Grace Ibbison, Jasmine Andrews, and Ella Wardle. So 1:15 for Washer, which is quicker on paper than the 8 in front of us. But don't read too much into that. Close finish coming up. Just bobbing away in 5, Laborie Williams, and she'll take it 1:15.17. 100th of a second slower. The slimmest of margins from India Washer. Heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Into our seeded fast heats now. We've got Isabel Muncaster, Gisela Solano, Alicia Pollard, Ruby Stevenson, Holly Waymond, Eloise Wade, Jennifer Holland, and Talia Curtis. Potentially as quick as 1:10, 1:11 this time. So 4 seconds maybe off the fastest so far. That could still be good enough for a B final for India Washer. She'll be watching closely over the next few heats. All the way of Alicia Pollard in 3. 1:12.89, there we go. The first 5 times homes are new fastest in the event. That says a lot about the direction we're going. Alicia Pollard for Surrey on top. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Alice Collins is in 1. Then you're watching Saba Williams in 2. Charlotte Cope in 3. Imogen Miles in 4. Sophie King in 5. Scarlett Davies 6. Amelia Oliver 7. And Hannah Pye 8. (33.12) to 50 metres. That bodes well for a sub 1:10 maybe. Even anything around about 11 is guaranteed pretty much a final spot. At the moment 1:13 is definitely in the A final. And 1:14. Imogen Miles and Sophie King will share the spoils here. 700s between them, both in 1:10s, both going to be in the A final. Now we start to ask questions about 12s and 13s and 14s. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Erica Saint, Annalise Elford, Emma Alec File, Emily Farr, Danielle Sion, Maisie Brown, Martha Cuniff and Molly Lown. Right now, 113.5 is in the A final. Beyond that, 114's in the B final. It's a high standard. Emily Farr in lane 4, 20-year-old from Surrey, 108.8. She will not just be looking for the A final, she'll be looking for lane number 4 in that final. Leading over Ale File and Sion. They're both 110ers in their own right. Here we go then, this will finalise our A's and B's finalists. We'll let you know as soon as we do. 109.53, there we go. All those 3 girls into the A final. Question marks now over 113s. Low 113s, you're okay.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool both sides, please. Clear the pool.
High 113s, wait and see. B finalists most likely. Next event, men's 100 back, 7 heats. This is heat 1.
Take your marks.
And this is the middle event of 3 consecutive 100-metre races. Also got coming up the women's 100 fly. As you can imagine, 7 heats in that one. In the pool, Ashton Platts for Easton Victor, Tom Navarro-Barber for Portsmouth, Finley Wood, Milton Keynes, Lewis Jones, Aaron Trident, and Alfie Penfold representing Crawley. Finley Wood is a 103. .113 for Lewis Jones. That's 3 seconds quicker than he was coming in with. So some cracking times to kick off the backstroke.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please. Clear the pool.
Finley Wood sets the fastest time to beat. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, we do have the full 8 in heat 2. Jude Odysseus, Tom Melville, Charlie Stevenson, Faris Sheriff, Sam Simpson, Stanley Yeats, Rafe Stanbury and Ollie Charman. .102s and 103s across the board. Ollie Charman on the outside. As we said so many times yesterday, outside lane winners. Might get another one here. Coming back also is Sam Simpson, but it will be Ollie Charman. 1 minute and 96 hundredths. That is 2.2 seconds off a new PB for Ollie. Well done, the Mid-Sussex Marlin. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Okay, we've got some results now for the event 3 this afternoon of the women's 100 metres breaststroke finalists. In the A final, Emily Farr, Sophie King, Imogen Miles, Emma Allett-File, Danielle Song, Scarlett Davey, Amelia Oliver and Alicia Pollard. In the B final, Eloise Wade, Holly Waymond, Ruby Stevenson, Annalise Elford, Charlotte Cope, Erica Sates, Martha Cunliffe and Gisela Solano. 4 reserves in Saba Williams, Maisie Brown, Molly Lone and India Washer.
Back into heat 3, Jack Brown, George Lambert, Angelo Agco, Ben Minister, Ben McDougall, Bradley Harper, Jake Branch and Charlie Francis. .59.08. I knew we'd get there eventually, but that's a lot sooner than expected for Ben Minister. That is a wonderful, surely new PB, definitely fastest time of the year for the Winchester City Penguin. Seriously impressive. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Bernard Joseph in 1, and Dan Fallon, Harry Clark, Chris Emblin, Alfie Toms, Alexander Edge, Oliver Pedra, and Joseph Mottram. Wow. Tell you what, Ben Minister's 59.08. That might shake things up a little bit. Would have got him into heat number 7, the final heat, if that was a qualifier. Everyone in this pool looking to go sub 60 for the first time in competition. Going to be just inside for 4 of them. Crikey, 59.7 for Emblin, 59.81 Alexander Edge, also Dan Fullen and Joseph Mottram. That's brilliant. Well done, that 4. First time this year going sub 60, and it will be a PB probably for a few, if not all of them as well. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Should be plenty more sub-60s now, if not entirely. Jacob Palmer, Christian Gale, Jacob Kelly, Patrick Pritchner, Jack Robinson, Ben Hatfield, Rowan Fuss and Sam Williams. Patrick Pritchner, one of our 3 or 6 seeded athletes in the final 3 heats. He's a 58.03 swimmer. He's going to get pushed all the way to the line, though, by Ben Hatfield. Just 100th of a second between them, and they absolutely destroy the current fastest time with 56s. 56.19 and 56.20. I don't think they were expecting that. Maybe the coaches were. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Right, now we have Dan Wass, Aidan McCarthy, Achilles Bello Ormano, Will Sellers, Benjamin Guthrie, Zach Sheriff, Harry Cox and Oscar Collier. .27.58 split for Will Sellers. He is a 57.51er, but the 2 times we've just seen in the 56s, quite incredible really. I mean, PBs by 2 seconds in the 100 back, it's very special. So's this though, 56.44, 3rd quickest time of the event so far for Will Sellers. Bang on for the A final. The likes of Guthrie and Cox will have to wait and see because the quality is so high.
Lane 4, clear the pool. Thank you.
This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Who will be joining those already, I'm going to say guaranteed in that A final, the 56ers. There's 3 of them. This time Christopher Littleton, Rowan Sheriff, Calvin Tajescu Spears, Dennis Markowski, James Parry, Samuel Drew, Vince Mock and Byron Sal Tucker. Dennis Markowski, the 17-year-old from Tunbridge Wells. He is 55.33, 3 seconds quicker on paper than the field. However, we've already had 3 in the 56s. So he's got a fight on for a gold medal later on. 56.06 does get the fastest time in the event by 1500ths in the end. That will be a cracker tonight.
Clear the floor by the sides, please. Out by the steps.
Okay, just before we start the next event, I've got some of the power swimming results from event 3, the female 100 metres breaststroke. We've got Iona Winifrith in first place and Fern Snedden in second place. And then we've also got the results of event 504, the male 100 metres backstroke. And we've got Lewis Jones in first place, Thomas Navarro Barber in second, Alfie Penfold in third, and Ashton Platts in fourth.
Our next event, the women's 100 metre butterfly, 7 heats, heat number 1.
Take your marks.
Okay. In lane 1, heat 1, Lola Bowler for Sevenoaks, Kelsey Ray for Crawley, Sadie Warmington for Woking, Eleni Iano for Reed's Swimming Club, Isabella Arundel, Black Lion, Ellie McLeod for Woking, and Amelia Tovey for Sevenoaks. (106, 107). Elena Ianu will take a slender advantage into the final 10 metres. And I think, in fact, Isabella Arundel is going to come back and grab this one. She does, 105.57, quick time as well. 105.80 for Ianu, both on top form. Well done, girls. Heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Heat 2, Annabelle Barnard for Whitney and District, Libby Johnson for Chichester, Ellen Calf for Guildford, teammate Heidi Corbett next door, Lilia Fornasia for Tunbridge Wells, Emily Collins, Guildford City, Neve Hasselmander for Leatherhead, and India Washer for Wickham. Outside winner, India Washer. Had a win earlier, 105.66. 106.55 for Annabelle Barnard. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
I've got the results now for event 504, the men's 100 metres backstroke finalists. In the A final, we've got Dennis Mikowski, Patrick Podensky, Ben Hatfield, Will Sellers, Benjamin Guthrie, Christopher Littleton, Rowan Fuss, Rowan Sheriff, and in the B final, Christian Gale, James Parry, Harry Cox, Samuel Drew, Ben Minster, Achilles Bello-Romano, Zach Sheriff and Christopher Emberlin, and our 4 reserves are Alexander Edge, Oscar Collier, Daniel Fallon and Joseph Mottram.
In this heat, Haggerty, Della, Pope, Norley, Whitney, Freeze, Elford and Douglas. 105s and 106s. Eve Whitney flying through the water. 103.15. That's brilliant. And she's got a big smile on her face, and rightly so. That is a cracker. That might stand for a few heats. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Now, Ava Trustwell in 1 for Bracknell, Charlotte Williams for Surrey, Alexandra Rolls, Winchester, Harriet Stone, Eastbourne, Bethany King, Mid-Sussex Marlins, Reza Westerdoin for Crawley, Lily Lambert for Leatherhead, and Hannah Day for Chichester Cormorant. Coming through in 2. Charlotte Williams, 103.20. Just 500ths outside the fastest time so far. Brilliant though for Williams. Came in with a 105.26. So again, 2 seconds. These are huge, huge times. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Into our faster seeded heats. How long will 103.15 last as the fastest time? How long will it last as the fastest 8 times? That's the A final that they're looking for. Alicia Bethel, Hattie Lever, Alice Weston, Ella Thornburg, Poppy Lawrence, Sophie King, Gisela Solano, and Emilia Oliver. Ella Thornburg leads the way. That's not a surprise. She's a 101.9 swimmer. And she's gone just outside that. 101.96, couple in there in 102s. Sophie King and Poppy Lawrence. So that is now the standard with 2 heats to come. Heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Sienna Raymery, Isabella Sawyer, Maisie Thornton, Madeline Hind, Katie Oliver, Delilah Martin, Holly Hopwood and Tara Beard now. Hind, Oliver, Martin, Hopwood. Could they all get into the A final? Holly Hopwood has just started to make a move in the final 25 metres. The 16-year-old for Guildford City, 104.56 coming in. She'll ruin that. 102.70, there we go. 102.94 for Katie Oliver. At the moment, that is in the top 5 fastest times. There is 1 heat to come. 2 swimmers with 103.44s. This is heat 7.
Take your marks.
In the pool for heat 7, Reese Huckle, Catherine Williams, Annabelle Compton, Ilana Nightingale-Ellis, Daisy Dewsbury, Nancy Knight, Tegan Gale and Lauren Barras. Now we are looking for a bit of lost property. It's been lost, we'd like to find it. Iona Winifred, her top, her GB top has been lost. It's got her name on it. If you picked it up by accident, please return it to, give it to the announcers table here. That's probably the safest place. So Winifred's top we're looking for. Name on it. If you've picked it up by accident, let us know. Tegan Gale, final heats, 102.87. That will get into the A final. The rest is to be decided.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool by the side, please. Clear the pool by the side.
We get confirmation of who is in what finals shortly and your reserves. On to our next event, the men's 200-metre butterfly. 7 heats, heat number 1.
Take your marks.
First 3 taking part. William Barmash for Elmbridge Phoenix. Hayden Hopkins for Beachfield, and Ethan Andrews for Bassingstoke. Ethan, just 14 years of age. And it is nice to see some of the less represented clubs, such as Beachfield Swimming Squad, represented by Hayden Hopkins. All three men, 2:28 coming in. Should be close. Now, William Barmesh is going for this. 17-year-old for Elmbridge Phoenix. It's going to be a lot quicker than 2:28. He's going to take over 10 seconds off this and more. 2:15 for Barmesh. Great time. Well done, William. You can't quite believe it. Yeah, 2:15, mate. Double fist bump, smash the water, job done. Heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Okay, we've got a disqualification to announce from event 505, the women's 100 metres butterfly. This was heat number 7. Lane number 2 was disqualified due to a technical infraction. That's heat number 7, lane number 2.
In heat 2, Lennox Manning, Alfie Lawrence, Joshua Hutchinson, Jack Stoneman, Ellis Hale, Tom Williams, Rafi Gibson and Simon Geiselnick. Things going well for Tom Williams right now. We've already seen a unexpected 2:15 from Barmesh in heat number 1. All of these guys are 2:26s, 2:27, so we wouldn't expect to see another for a couple of heats of that speed. However, that might not come to fruition as Tom Williams for Windsor, 14 years old, is looking up towards a 2:20-ish on that number. Yeah, 2:20.85. Well done, Tom. 7 seconds and change off his fastest of the year. Massive PB, and he's absolutely exhausted. understandably. Heat number 3.
Take your marks.
Okay, I've got the results here for event 505, the women's 100 metres butterfly. We've got the A final is Ella Thornburg, Poppy Lawrence, Holly Hopwood, Tegan Gale, Katie Oliver, Sophie King, Eve Whitney and Charlotte Williams. In the B final we have Maddie Hind, Annabelle Compton, Ilana Nightingale Ellis, Maisie Thornton, Lauren Barras, Amelia Oliver, Harriet Stone. And then we've got a potential swim-off between Daisy Dewsbury and Sienna Ramery. If representatives from Bracknell and Wokingham Swimming Club and Wickham District could come down to the technical desk, please, to work out a plan, that would be great. Our reservists are Isabella Sawyer, Delilah Martin and Alice Weston. And just a reminder, please, all swimmers are required for finals, including reservists. If you do wish to withdraw from those finals, including your reserve swimmers, please do get that in as soon as possible.
We're in heat 3, we're deep into heat number 3 actually. Joshua Kimbley in 1, jump to lane 3 for Harry Shepherd, Damien Frechette-Kreischer, Lachlan Murray, Dan Lawrence, Aaron Ginther and Theodore Sangamineri. Quite a performance here from Damien Frechette-Kreischer. What's the time going to be? 2:18.15, yeah, sub 2:20. Nicely done, 5 seconds quicker than he's done this year. Good work. A nod of yeah, I knew I could do that. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat 4. Charles Dunstan, Ellis Bunce, Max Lowton, Charles Evan Shepherd, Sam Andrews, Alessio Mandica, Arthur Melrose and Logan Cook. And we're still looking for that top for Iona Winifred. Desperate to find it. As you can imagine, GB top with a name on. If you've picked it up by accident, have a little look through your possessions maybe. So we are looking for that top for Iona. No use to anyone else because it's got a name on. A couple of 14-year-olds in heat 4. Logan Cook for Maxwell in 8. And Sam Andrews for Atlantis in 5. It's a bit of a surprise so far in these middle heats, the distance between front and back, that heat times are all, or entry times are all incredibly close. Sam Andrews will lead them towards the finish. In 3, Max Lowton will follow him up. 2:14.04, new fastest time of the event. We got there in heat number 4. 2:16 for Lowton, 2:19 Evan Shepherd. All of these sub 2:20s are pretty good times, although the guys, some of them have done them before. Sam Andrews though, big PB there. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Next up to compete are Nikita Charakin, Charlie King, Archie Hawkins, Tom Hawkins, Roman Parham, Mason Carter, Seb Holm, and Leonardo Massarini. These will get quicker into our final 3 and seeded heats. We are talking, well, our fastest so far, 2:14.04. Tom Hawkins is a 2:04. Roman Parham, a 2:05. But Nikita Charakin in lane 1 is enjoying the outside lane. The University of Surrey swimmer. 2:15 on the paperwork, but that is not going to remain his fastest time of the year for much longer at all. Roman Parham now just edges ahead. Not all going well for Tom Hawkins. Fastest on paper, but, well, 6-7 metres behind the leader. And he's struggling now to get into that A final. So not having the race he may be, or we may be anticipated. Maybe he knows something we don't. But a distance behind. Back to the front. Roman Parham. It's going to be a new fastest time of the event by almost 10 seconds. We knew it was in there somewhere. Second for Archie Hawkins. And third for Tom Hawkins. 2:10s and 2:12s. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Right, we have had a phone handed in, and they're setting off their alarm to find it. Can you come and get it? Because it's really annoying. So if you're setting off your Find My O phone alarm right now, we've got it here at the desk, okay? And I can't mute it very easily. And if it goes off at the start of a race, I might have to chuck it in the pool. Heat 6, Alfie Toms, Byron Sal Tucker, Alex Bacon, Maxwell Adams, Mikhail Naumovich, Joseph Reedhead, Rumith Morawakarola, and Oliver Smith. 203s and 204s. So Maxwell Adams and Mikhail Naumovic. We've seen 1 205. But not many reaching that standard. But look at this, the three guys going for it, all 134s. 2 between them. This is what we want to see. Alex Bacon is making a move for the finish line though. He'll jump in front. Naumovic and Adams will follow in behind. 206.67, 207, 208. They look good for the finals. If you've lost your mobile phone and you're setting off the alarm to find it, it's at the announcer's desk. Please come and get it. This is heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Right, final heat, Dan Oliver, Tommy Golder, Oren Jones, Martin Balsini, Charlie Toms, Ollie Smith, Lucas Owaenya and Freddie Brown. Now, Martin Balsini, who, as you can see, is quite far ahead already. He has the fastest time in the event by, let's have a look, 6 seconds. 23-year-old for Guildford City, the out-and-out favourite for this event. Not holding back. When your lead is that big, I mean, you could relax a bit and just know, yeah, I'm in the final, I'm in lane 4, I'm good. But no, he's absolutely cracking on. Second place, Charlie Toms and Ollie Smith and Oren Jones. So he's not going to beat his entry time of 1:57. But it will be a new fastest time for the event today. 2 minutes, 0.96. Good enough, I suppose, for Martin Balsini. Behind him, 2:10 for Charlie Toms, 2:11s for Ollie Smith and Oren Jones. We'll bring you the order of the A and B final shortly.
Thank you, swimmers.
But for now, we'll move on to our next event.
Well done, chaps. Do the pool, please.
Next event is the women's 50 backstroke, 9 heats. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
All right, these will take about 30 seconds or so each, these next 9 heats. In heat 1, Grace Clear, Amy Langer, Bella Jones and Amelia Isitt. Langer just 13 years of age. Wow, 31.52 takes it by 500ths of a second. Youngest in the pool, Langer for Atlantis.
Clear the pool, please, out by the sides.
This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Full pool in heat 2. Holly Katassi, Imogen Stent, Ella Wardle, Kira Flischer, Myla Victoria Carvel, Alice Alampi, Emma Harkin and Priya Palmer. In lane 6, it is Alampi, 31.65. Fast finish from Holly Katassi in 1.
Please, out by the steps. Thank you.
Anything under 32 was the new fastest time of the year there. Heat number 3.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Hannah Lafferty, Seju Kwong, Mia Golding, Zanti Symington, Chloe Edwards, Lucy Kappa, Lucy Bosley, and Annabelle Barnard. 31.65, current time to beat. We'll go potentially under 60 seconds, we will now at the end of this. 16 spots up for grabs in the final. Big time for Hannah Lafferty, 30.9. 1.2 seconds personal best for her. Well done, Hannah. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Matilda Biggs, Danica Forster, Lauren Lister, Catherine McBride, Ruthie Galloway, Talia Curtis, Yolindi Rupa Singh and Alice White. Too close to call. Ruthie Galloway, 31.19. Well done, Ruthie.
Clear the pool by the sides, please, out by the sides.
A few tenths off the 15-year-old's record. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Tegan Gale, Isla Ince, Elizabeth Wakefield, Heidi Corbett, Megan Johnson, Olivia Dolan, Emily Ainsworth Fletcher, and Alexa Miles. Outside lane in 1, Tegan Gale. Yeah, 30-18, big jump down in time too.
Clear the pool by the sides, please, out by the
Over a
sides.
second off her best. Goggles straight back on for business. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Amy Jones, Eva Faherty, Maisie Chambers, Emily Bissett, Sadie Warmington, Kaylin Arundel, Julia Elvidge, and Daisy McGregor. All in 31 seconds. Look at lane 8, look at Daisy McGregor go, 30-14. Another new fastest time through 6 heats. Shaves 0.04 of a second off the current fastest. Thumb up and big smile, rightly so. Heat number 7.
Take your marks.
Layla Clare, Catherine Williams, Erin Stewart, Amelia Oliver, Scarlett Shepherd, Charlotte Williams, Katie McNish, and Emily Smith. Might go sub 30 seconds this time, especially with Amelia Oliver on form. Yeah, easily, 29-26. And in lane 6, Charlotte Williams also does it for the first time. University of Surrey swimmer. Well done to both. Should bag them a spot in the A final. 2 weeks to come, nothing's guaranteed. Heat number 8.
Take your marks.
Penultimate heat of this 50. Lucy Douglas, Emily Collins, Charlotte Hayden, Annabelle Compton, Hannah Murphy, Isabella Keane, Kira Smith and Eleni Ianu. Compton in 4 against Murphy in 5, both of them sub 30, split by 600ths of a second. Annabelle Compton gets it, the 16-year-old for Wickham District.
Thank you.
Sub 30 in the final, that is now your guarantee. There will be a few outside just of sub 30. Want to confirm those shortly. This is heat 9.
Take your marks.
Last chance to get into the 50 back final. Edith Hamilton, Eve Whitney, Lucy Block, Emily Smith, Jessica Hum, Darcy Smith, Rania Kaluki and Sophie Duckworth. Emily Smith for Tunbridge Wells, not hanging around at all. Look at this. She's a 28.49er. And she'll set the fastest time in the heats by a second. Formidable ahead of the final later. Also sub 30 for Lucy Block and Jessica Hum. So 29, 100% in your A final. There might be one that just hit the 30 as well, but we'll confirm that in a moment. Next event, the men's 200 metre IM, 6 heats. This is heat number 1.
Take your marks.
Okay, whilst these swimmers get started, we've got the results now of event 506, the men's 200 metres butterfly finalists. In the A final, we've got Martin Belsini, Roman Parham, Alex Bacon, Mikhail Numovic, Maxwell Adams, Charlie Toms, Joseph Redhead and Archie Hawkins. In the B final, we have Oliver Smith, Byron Sol Tucker, Nikita Charakin, Oren Jones, Lucas Aviana, Tom Hawkins, Sebastian Hume, Tommy Goldup, and our 4 reserves are Samuel Andrews, Charlie King, Rumeth Murakurala, William Barmash. And again, just a reminder, reserves are required for the finals. If you do not wish to swim, whether you are in the finals or reserve, please ensure you get your withdrawals in as soon as possible.
In heat 1, Tom Navarro Barber for Portsmouth North Sea, Vince Mock for Sevenoaks, Alexander Tollett for Royal Tunbridge Wells, Freddie Brain for Guildford City, Malachi Woods for Maxwell, Todd Flynn for Leatherhead, Lewis Jones for Aaron Tridents, and Ashton Platts for East Invicta Excel. Last 50 metres on the freestyle. Malachi Woods, your leader. 16-year-old for Maxwell. This is the last event where we're qualifying for finals, because our last event of the day is the 400, which is a timed final event. Malachi Woods, 2:12.54. 6 seconds faster than his time coming in. How many times have we said this throughout the weekend? Vince Mock second, 2:13. Equally impressive, 2:16 for Alex Tollett. Tom Navarro Barber was a 2:47 coming in, and Ashton Platts a 2:48. So both of them go quicker than their entries. Well done, guys. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Okay, I've got the results now for event 507, the women's 50 metres backstroke finalists. In the A final, we have Amelie Smith, Amelia Oliver, Annabelle Compton, Hannah Murphy, Lucy Block, Jessica Hum, Charlotte Williams and Scarlett Shepherd. In the B final, we have Charlotte Hayden, Daisy McGregor, Tegan Gale, Darcy Smith, Eve Whitney, Amy Jones, Rania Kaluki, Kate McNeish, and then we've got 4 reserves in Edith Hamilton, Emily Ainsworth Fletcher, Kiara Smith and Emily Collins. Again, get those withdrawals in as soon as possible if anybody does not wish to swim, including the reserves.
Taking part in Heat 2, Southern starters. Leo Massarini for Brighton, Harry Mack for Portsmouth, Ralph Allen Abingdon Vale, Kerem Amakie for White Oak, Harry Robinson for Leeds, Ben McDougall, Wickham District, and his teammate Zach Sheriff in Southern. Only a few tenths separating Robinson and Amakie onto the freestyle. Two 16s and 2 17s on the paperwork. They're both going to be under that, and maybe even Zach Sheriff will be as well. 213, 214, 215. Yeah, nicely done. For all these boys, it's their last heat of the weekend. Only things to come are finals. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Charlie King for Eastern Victor, Adam Marif for Wickham District, Joseph O'Neill, East Grinstead, Charlie Toms for Maxwell, Rowan Fuss, Wickham District, Byron Sal Tucker for Portsmouth North Sea, Leo Nichols for Rushmore Royals, and Jack Brown for Larkfield. Just 6 seats in this one instead of Southern, which we've come so used to. 2:13 leading the way, but we will get well under 2:10. So it's looking likely that to be in an A or a B final, you need to be very close to 2:10, if not under. Yeah, that is my prediction. 2:10 or better to be in one of the top 16 spots. Because the last three heats are very fast indeed. 1:39 onto the freestyle for Fuss. Charlie Toms, fastest on paper, only 5th right now. Big lead for Rowan Fuss. Time will be 2:09.86. First man to go sub 2:10. There'll be plenty more. 13s and 14s for O'Neill, Leo Nichols and Charlie Toms. 3 down, 3 to go. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
From lane 1, Lucas Lovell, Finlay Richardson, Max Morgan, Aaron Bissett, Fabian Brudnicki, Harry Cox, Aubrey Armada Bennett and Sam Williams. Bissett and Brudnicki, they will lead through leg 2. Halfway split, 2 of them sub 60 seconds. That is pretty tidy. It will slow down slightly, of course, on the breaststroke and pick up again on the freestyle, but all moving in the right direction. They're 2:04s and 2:06s, where bear in mind that the fastest time so far 2:09. So we still think that 2:10 is the number for the top 16. Might be a smidge either side of that. So Aaron Bissett 1:32 with 50 meters of freestyle to go. And Max Morgan has moved right involved in this one next to Fabian Brudnicki. Max Morgan already having a great weekend too. Aaron Bissett is going to set most definitely a new fastest time. Going to be around about 2:03. Quicker, wow, by 300s. 2:02.97, 2:05 for Max Morgan. 2:08 for Brudnicki, 2:09 Richardson, as expected. Yeah, it would definitely need to be quicker than 2:10 to make it into the A final, and maybe even to get into the B final. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
Jackson Świderski, Makar Yakno, Jake Chesworth, Luke Bolton, Leon Taylor, Joseph Swart, Will Sellers, and Rowan Sheriff. Makar Yakno, one of those we've mentioned several times this weekend. Because of his young age, 14 years of age, and in the penultimate heat of the 200 IM. Heat 4, we had 4 times under 210. In this one, there are 5 qualifiers under that time. Much closer affair in heat number 5. This is the penultimate heat for the boys this weekend. Just one girls event to come, and then the finals from 5:35. Leon Taylor will lead into the final 25. All about the clock here. Back comes Jake Chesworth in 3. Leon Taylor in 5. 206s. 207s, so 4 times now under 210. In fact, we're getting even quicker than I anticipated. 209 might be the time to get into a B final. Crikey. This is heat number 6.
Take your marks.
Okay, I've just got a disqualification to announce from this event. It's 5:08, the men's 200 metres IM. This is heat number 3, and it is lane number 6 was disqualified due to a technical infraction. So that is heat number 3, lane number 6. I've also got some results from the power swimmers for this event. 5:08, the 200 metres individual medley. First goes to Lewis Jones, second to Thomas Navarro Barber, and third to Ashton Platts. We've also just had some AirPods handed in. They're not in their case. They were found on the floor in the changing room. So if anybody's misplaced their AirPods and would like to come and prove they're theirs and collect, we're down at the announcer's desk.
Final heats, deep into it. Max Higgins, Elijah Kendrick, Marcus Hay, Benjamin Twiner, Dennis Malkowski, Alex Bacon, Ben Guthrie and Chris Littleton. Okay, how many more? Sub 2.5, 2.10 looks like 3 to me. Twynham, Bacon, Malkowski. Oh, well out, 5.6. Elijah Kendrick, Marcus Hay, and Ben Guthrie. Well, we'll have confirmation of who's made what final shortly.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the
They
pool,
have gone
please.
incredibly
Clear the pool, swimmers.
fast. One event to come.
Clear the pool.
Last event of the session, the women's 400 IM 5 heats, heat number 1.
Take your marks.
This is a timed final event. So medals up for grabs, potentially 6 of them. Junior and open medals. Now yesterday we had a few junior medals not collected. So please be aware the top 3 in the A or B finals, top 3 times get gold, silver, bronze. And if there are no 17 and overs in those 3 top placings, there's also gold, silver, bronze for juniors as well. Okay, so up to 6 medals in each event. Please check before you leave if you've won medals. We did have one race yesterday where there was only 1 junior in the top 16 fastest times, so silver and bronze went to heat times, okay? So do check the results and collect your medals ASAP. We don't want you leaving without them. In heat number 1, you've got Summer Martin for Wickham District, Tyler J. Thomas for Medway Maritime, Emily Ainsworth Fletcher for Winchester City Penguins, Jasmine Andrews for Rushmore Royals, and Isabel Cox for Maxwell. We're looking at around about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Probably see someone go a lot quicker.
Okay, I've got the results now for event 508. That's the men's 200 metres IM. In our A final, we've got Aaron Bissett, Benjamin Twynham, Max Morgan, Alex Bacon, Leon Taylor, Dennis Milkowski, Jake Chesworth, Joseph Swartz. In the B final, we have Rowan Sheriff, Marcus Haig, Fabian Brudnicki, Finley Richardson, Elijah Kendrick, Rowan Fuss, Benjamin Guthrie and Harry Cox. And our 4 reservists are Will Sellers, Lucas Lovell, Aubrey Armada Bennett and Maka Yakanu. Again, just a reminder for anybody that wishes to withdraw from those finals, whether you are a finalist or a reserve finalist, please do get them in as soon as possible so that we can make the adjustments and let other swimmers know. Reservists and finalists are all required for the final session this evening.
lead us on to their freestyle 100 metres. Leading the way, Jasmine Andrews in lane number 5. Followed by Tyler J. Thomas and Emily Ainsworth Fletcher. So coming towards the finish, we knew we had the potential to be well under the 5:20 region. Maybe not by 14 seconds though. That's pretty impressive. Well done, Jasmine Andrews. Also, Tyler J. Thomas, 12 seconds under that score. 3 massive PBs in the middle there, as in like huge personal bests for Tyler Jade, Emily and Jasmine. Well done, all of you. Summer Martin just outside her best. And Isabel Cox will close the heat for us. That is heat number 1 done. 4 more to come in the session. This is heat number 2.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat number 2, Saskia Spencer for Crawley, Jodie Williams for Basingstoke Bluefins, Larry Williams, Royal Tunbridge Wells, Freya Gordon for Hazelmere, Madison Notley, Medway Maritime, Julia Elvidge, Royal Tunbridge Wells, Annabelle Cooper for Wickham District, and Ellie McLeod for Woking. Just 13 years of age, Julia Elvidge and Ellie McLeod. Tyler Jade in heat 1 was only 12 years of age this year. Looking ahead to heat 5, which are our 8 fastest swimmers. There are several juniors in that final heat and seniors, so looks like all 6 medals are likely to come from the last heat. However, as we've seen so far, a PB by 16 seconds in heat 1. We do go sub 5 minutes in the 5th heat. Let's see how we get on. As per yesterday, the final session tonight, a warm-up from 5 o'clock. Racing starts at 5:35. Hopefully a repeat of yesterday's action. Some wonderful races last night. And as a bonus, we finished 45 minutes ahead of schedule. always a winner. Freya Gordon, 3:10 on the clock. 50 more meters of breaststroke. Julia Elvidge second, Ellie McLeod in third, who are in fact the aforementioned two 13-year-olds. Age no barrier to success in the IM. Onto the freestyle legs then. 4 lengths of the pool to finish things off. .506s and 508s currently the standard to beat. I think we might just take a few seconds off that with Freya Gordon. Yeah, we will. It is going to be a 5:03.04 for Freya, the 15-year-old representing Hazelmere. She came in with a 5:17, so once again 14 seconds off her annual best. 5:13's in there for Lyrie Williams and Julia Elvidge, Ellie McLeod, 5:15. All of these best times of the year. This is heat number 3.
Take your marks.
In heat number 3, from lane 1, Yelindi Rupa Singh for Wickham District, Olivia Norley for Maidstone, Izzy Thorpe for Bracknell and Wokingham, Ivy Haggerty representing Thanet, Isabel Muncaster for Seaclose, Sienna Raymery for Wickham District, Darcy Arnold for representing Woking, and Lola Bowra for Sevenoaks. .506 then, the time to beat for Jasmine Andrews. And that would have been a time that had got her into heat number 4 as an entry.
Okay, I've got a disqualification to announce from this event. 510, the female 400 metres medley. We've had a disqualification in heat number 2, lane number 3, due to a technical infraction. That's heat number 2, lane number 3.
Fastest on paper in this heat, Ivy Haggerty for Thanet, 5:11. Now in our opening 2 heats, we've seen PBs by 16 and 14 seconds. That will become less likely as we go through the heats. But if we continue that form, then there could be somewhere, maybe more likely heat number 4, a bit of a surprise. We've only made an assumption that we're going to see all the medals in the final heat. It doesn't always work that way in these timed finals. You can officially win medals from anywhere. It's just the fastest times. Again, several youngsters involved. Of the 8, 3 of them 14 years or younger. And already into the final legs. Where are we standing? 4:02s. 1 minute for 100 freestyle, just over. Not going to be far away from the 5:06s potentially. Maybe Haggerty. She's going to turn with 50 to swim at 4:30. Yeah, we are going to be close. Very close to 5 minutes actually. So maybe for the 3rd heat in a row, we're going to get a best time by 10 seconds or more. Now she turns. Oh, it's going to be it's going to be very, very close to 5:06. It's going to be 5:04 is my prediction. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love it to be quicker. Just about 5:03.86. New fastest time for the event and for Ivy Haggerty. 16-year-old for Thanet. Well done, Ivy. Top swims too, sub 5:10. Is always going to be fantastic here. So Izzy Thorpe and Darcy Arnold also very well done. This is heat number 4.
Take your marks.
Taking part in heat number 4. Heidi Corbett for Guildford City, just 13 years of age, youngest competitor left in the competition. Danica Forster for Wickham District. Kayla Wimble for Guildford City. Constance Logan for Crawley. Scarlett Davey representing Sevenoaks. Grace Cummings for Thanet. Lilia Fornasia for Royal Tunbridge Wells. And her teammate Madeline Hind joins her in lane number 8. Our entry times drop by about 10 seconds in the central lanes of this heat. Constance Logan, a 5:01, which is the only entry time quicker than our current fastest time. But the trend we've seen is massive personal bests. And they'll need to be if they're going to challenge for the medals, because in the final heat of the 8 entrants, 7 of them are sub 5 minutes. Over the halfway mark. Breaststroke underway. Constance Logan leading. On the far side, you've got Madeline Hind in 8. And in lane 3, Kayla Wimble. The breaststroke, as we know, all can change here. Wimble in second, Davey in third, Hind in fourth. So a small change from where we were 50 metres ago. And with the pack catching, I think Constance Logan might be keen to get onto that freestyle and try and kick on again. Right, 100-metre freestyle. Some metres to catch up for Kayla Wimble and Scarlett Davey on Constance Logan. Madeline Hind, who was looking really good about 75 metres ago, just falling back slightly on the breaststroke. Kayla Wimble isn't going anywhere, right on the heels of our leader. Scarlett Davey now moving up on Scarlett Davey. Kayla Wimble. That's tight for second, but your leader from the off, Constance Logan, looking to have secured a win and a time which will be, is it sub 5? Yes, 4:59.62. Well done, Constance. First time this year under 5 minutes. Just outside Scarlett Davey and Kayla Wimble. Lovely battle for second place in the heat there. This is heat number 5.
Take your marks.
This is the last heat of the weekend. Just finals to come after this from 5:35. Maisie Brown in 1 for Rushmore Royals. Ruby Stevenson in 2 for Milton Keynes. Hazel Ann Carter for Wickham District in 3. Emily Smith, Royal Tunbridge Wells in 4. Maxwell's Holly Waymond in 5, and Guildford City occupying 6, 7 and 8, with Holly Hopwood, Emma Alley-File and Charlotte Cope. .4:59 the time to beat. They can all do that. So just to give you a reminder of how this works ahead of the finals as well. This is of course a timed final race, so all applies. There are open and junior medals available. The top 3 times, regardless of age, will be our open gold, silver, bronze. And juniors also pick up gold, silver, bronze respectively. So a junior, if they are the fastest overall in the A final, they would be junior champion and open champion, okay? But it means there are also up to 6 medals available. We had a few medals not collected yesterday. I think primarily because they didn't realise they'd won one. So please check the results. It's not just top 3. Emily Smith is capable of 4:43. Holly Waymond, 4:47. Carter and Hopwood, the 4:51s. So the 4:59, despite its great time, shouldn't trouble the fastest in this final. And it just so happens that the 4 girls in the middle are all juniors. So this will be a rare occasion. Likely that all the medals go to the juniors. Penultimate leg. Leading in 6, Holly Hopwood for Guildford City. One of 3 teammates in this timed final last heat. Emily Smith, a second behind in 4, and Holly Waymond, 3:42, 1.5 seconds back. 100 metres of freestyle then to decide gold, silver, bronze in the women's 400 IM. And Holly Hopwood has grown her lead to just beyond 2 seconds. 50 metres to swim. Can Emily Smith bring this back in the final 50? It's got a little bit closer, might not be enough. Final 25 then for gold, silver and the bronze. Smith, Waymond and Hopwood going for it. All the way to the line. Emily Smith does bring it back. Are you kidding me? By 1/10 of a second. She was 2 seconds down with 50 metres to swim. What a finish for Tunbridge Wells and Emily Smith. Holly Hopwood settles for a second in silver for Guildford City. Great performance and a sub 4:50 for Holly Waymond and Maxwell. That'll be a bronze medal for her. All this subject to ratification, of course. Well done. What a great way to close off our heats for this championship. A massive thank you to our officials for your work during this penultimate session. You now have a break. In fact, well, everybody has a break because warm-up gets underway, unless I'm told otherwise, at 5 p.m. Racing starts at 5:35. So plenty of time. Mark, take it away.
Okay, so the results for event 510 will be announced very shortly. We're just processing those. Just a reminder for coaches and team managers, if you are not going to be here for the finals, please do